Hello, welcome to another Riding Times on RevelatorAlf. So, just been out on the trails again. Yeah, it's getting to that time of year in the UK when the winds pick up, end of September, October and November, always windy months. So I'm actually out in the trees, which is probably not a very sensible idea but right now, because a lot of falling debris, so on and so forth. So I often get asked, okay, I go off on my trails, what do I carry with me in terms of, equipment, tools and everything. Now, suffice to say that I travel very light, or as light as I can, and also one of the other things is that I kind of take things that are relevant to the trip or relevant to the time of year. So recently I've just repacked my top box. Now I've got side boxes on this bike, but I only really put those on when I'm going on a trail which I know is a wide open byway, it's a long route, or if I'm just going on the road for a tour and need to carry stuff. When I'm just using it for the normal daily trails, I want the bike to be as slim, as streamlined as possible, really, because you have to get through narrow gaps sometimes, so having the boxes just adds that extra bit of width which you don't really need. Anyway, so I've got a few items out and I wanted to show you what it is. So first of all, one of the things I always carry on my bike, and you ride in the UK, although we've had an amazingly dry summer, first time on record that it's been that dry for so long, I always carry some waterproofs with me. These are really lightweight, sort of shower proof. They're not, full waterproofs. If you're in trench rain, you will get a soaking still, but they're very good at just, keeping at bay some of the other stuff. Okay. So one of the other things that I carry, would you believe, are these two things. Whoops, there we go. Let me just get it out first of all. I'm still here. So one of the other things that I carry is an axe. Now you think, why would I carry an axe? Well, I'll give you a case in point. Okay, so first of all, on the trails, especially in the trees, you get lots of this, fallen branches, trees, and they'll come right across the trail as well. So you need something to be able to hack it through. Now, when I first started riding the trails, especially through the forest, or along sort of wooded or tree-lined trails, let's say, I just have to spend a lot of energy just clearing the path. Now you say, well, they're only branches, but you have to do it once in every now and again. And especially if it's a really hot day and you've been riding for a while, you're just burning energy when you don't really need to. So actually having some kind of thing, a heavy duty axe that might be able to chop away at a bit of stuff is also good. Now, I also carry this because every now and again you can just hack away at something that's just in your way, or you can get out of trouble. Let's say if you're stuck somewhere and you need to, hack away a tree stump or something, which a saw is not going to do, and that can actually help you out. So, that's why I carry an axe. A bit extreme, oh, there you are, a bit extreme, but, it actually works for the time of year. But I usually carry it mostly at this time of year, kind of autumn, not so much during the summer, and occasionally during the winter. It really depends on which trails I'm riding, because in the winter I tend to stick to more open trails. In the spring, summer and autumn I tend to stick to narrower trails. So the other thing, again on the same theme, is to clear a path, is one of these. It's a folding pruning saw. So if I just do this, so basically just like that, and it folds away and it's all safe, and then you just pick it out. And you get these from DIY shop, gardening shops, that kind of thing. Same kind of thing. Just need to saw something out of the way, get out of the way. So those are two things really for clearing the path, if you like, clearing debris away that you basically just can't move by. Well, put it this way: you can move by your hand, but you're going to use a lot of energy. Or it's just a bit too big, so you just need something to cut through it to clear the path. so that's it. And I also take a bag full of bits, bungee cords, zip ties, that kind of thing. I even take one of these, you know, a side stand puck, because sometimes, you know, you want to put the bike down, or you want to, you know, stand it up, and the ground is just soft everywhere. So having something like this actually works. I'm not just talking about trail riding, but, you know, in general, having one of those at hand. Take a bag of tools with me. You know, the tools you tend to tailor make to each bike that you have. But do you know what? I tend to, it's not for serious roadside maintenance. This is just for all little adjustments. If, you know, one of the things that you find is that the wing mirrors, you know, you're always clipping those, you know, on trees or on bushes and stuff, little branches, and they'll just come loose, so you need to adjust those. So take a spanner for that. You know, same for the Allen keys, you know, on the side here, all over the bike. If if you've got those Allen keys, you know, that you're going to use, then that's good. Take fuses, cable ties, that kind of thing. So all minor tools that you can just keep you going. So I'm a great believer in just having enough tools just to keep you going. Also take a crucial bit of kit that I take is a tyre puncture repair kit, or tyre plugs. So I'm running tubeless tyres, so they work really well. And you know, my last set of tyres, I ran plugs for 5,000 miles, would you believe? And then just one set of plug every now and again, just needed re-gluing, and they're absolutely fine. So, you know, really good. Okay, so I don't really take a lot, and this for me is actually quite a lot. The only reason I've put the saw and the axe in is because of the last sort of couple of months I've been riding a lot of trails, and a lot of been blocked, so I've had to break my way through. So last but not least is the winter one. Okay, so you think, what the hell have I got this for? Okay, this is one of these, one of these, you know, folding spades things, you know. So, right, the reason I've got this is pure and simply to dig myself out of trouble, if I ever encounter it. Sometimes, you know, you will get the back wheel, and I have got the back wheel stuck. I have been in situations where the front tyre has dug in, and it actually sunk in quite a lot, and the back tyre is almost, you know, you're on an incline, so the back tyre is almost like spinning on the ground, and it's just stuck. So it's taken me ages to get the bike out. So I always factored, if I had something which I could dig a little path for the front tyre just to get out through, then that, you know, that would work. So, you know, granted, it's not going to happen that often, but you know, it might work. And you know, it's they're always handy to have, and because it's small and compact, you know, I think why not? If I was limited for space, I'd probably, you know, think against it. But anyway, so that's the kind of stuff that I take. You know, it's more specific to the ride, more specific to what I'm doing. Now, if I'm, you know, riding, I'm going on a tour, and I'm going to be sticking to mainly tarmac or gravel tracks or stuff like that, well, I'm not going to be taking any of this, you know, because there aren't any trees to, you know, cut down, or branches to clear out the path. If I'm going in, you know, really dry weather all the time, I probably won't take the waterproofs. If I'm going on a longer journey, I'll probably change the toolkit, you know, specifically to what I'm actually going to need or use. But anyway, so that's it. That's the kind of stuff the tools that I use, and the tools that I would carry on board. You know, as I say, I'm not a great fan of just carrying tools for the sake of it, or carrying kit for the sake of it, when you're never going to use it. You know, I think just make sure that whatever you use, first of all, you can use it. Second of all, you feel comfortable using it, and it's something that you can do in the field on the bike. You know, if you've got no way of being able to fix your bike, then just get it recovered. That's all you can do. You know, don't bother taking your whole workshop with you, because you're never going to be able to fix the bike. You know, unless you can, of course. Anyway, right. So those are kind of tools that I take with me. I'm going to take other stuff as well, but that's more for, you know, this kind of thing. You know, video recording and or taking photographs. And then I always take a little bit of, depends where I go, I always take a bit of food with me, a bit of water. And And then if I'm doing an overnighter, then I'll be taking camping stuff as well. And then again, very basic camping stuff, you know, like a camping stove, you know, just or very simple food, just to last me through the night. I mean, you're never that far away from civilization in this country anyway, and I'm not going on the grand adventure. If I was, then I'd pack obviously a lot more. But anyway, hope you're enjoying these riding times. Hope you enjoyed this video anyway, and well, happy trails. Catch you on the next one, whenever that is. Cheers.